have the video for the chapter Arithmetic Progression. So this is the first video for this chapter. First, we will understand what a sequence is. A sequence is just a list of numbers following a definite order. So I can write a list of numbers. Here I have written 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 till 250. They are the list of numbers. Similarly 5, 10, 15, 25 and so on. Now the next term comes is, this is the sequence we have just learned that it is a list of numbers. Then we have progression. Progression means if the sequence follows a definite pattern, you can observe a pattern there, then that is called a progression. And after progression we have arithmetic progression. But before we start with arithmetic progression, let's understand from here it's first. Now you can see the first sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and then last is 250. You see the second 3, 7, 10, 12, 16 dot dot dot. Third 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 dot dot dot. Now if I see my first sequence, I know my last term. If I see my third sequence, I don't know what my last term is. The first one is a finite sequence and the third one is an infinite sequence. So here it's clear, if we know the last term, then it is a finite sequence, otherwise it will be an infinite sequence. Now what an AP is? Take the first sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and if I ask you to tell me the next number, you will immediately say it's 12. After that 14, 16, 18, 20 and so on. How you are able to tell me? What you are doing is, every time you are adding a fixed number 2 to the previous number and then you get the next number, right? So similarly see the second 3, 7, 10, 12, 16 and if I ask you a number after 16, you are not able to tell me the number. Why? Because it is not following any pattern. Then next is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and so on. I can write as many terms after that as I want. 6, 6, 6, 6. I can write a number of 6 afterwards also. So from here what you observe, that first, third and the fourth is an arithmetic progression. That means if we add that fixed number to the previous term, we will obtain the next term. Let's take a daily life example. Rogan's salary in the first year is 20,000. He is getting an increment of 5,000 every year. So after first year, in the second year, he is going to get 25,000. Third year, he will get 30,000, 35,000, 40,000, 45,000 and so on. Right? So what again you observe? 5,000 is being added to the previous term, we get the next term. And similarly for the remaining terms. So another example, Shakti puts rupees 100 in her daughter's money box when she was 1 year old and increased the amount by rupees 50 per year. Every year he is increasing the amount by 50. That means in the second year he is going to put 150. Third year 200, 250 and so on. So what we observe from here? There is a fixed number which gets added to a number. So in order to obtain the next number. And that fixed number is called the common difference. Let's have the definition of AP. An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. And that fixed number is called the common difference of the AP. Remember, the common difference can be positive, can be negative, can be 0. See, when we have taken the case 6, 6, 6 and so on, the common difference was 0 there. We denote the common difference by D, and if an AP has the last term, then it is called finite, otherwise it is called infinite. Now how to write the terms of an AP? See, A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5 are the terms of the AP. When we write the terms of the AP, say I have to write the third term, then I will write A3, but 3 has to be written in subscript form. 3 will be the subscript of A. So how to find the common difference? A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3, A5 minus A4. In a similar way, if I am giving you a sequence, you can show that the sequence is an AP by just finding the difference. If the difference A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 and so on, if the difference comes out to be same, then we can say that the given sequence is an AP. So what we observed, that we are adding a fixed number to the previous term to get the next term. So let's say if my common number, my common difference is d, then what I observe that my first term is a, next is a plus d, then a plus 2d, a plus 3d, a plus 4d, next will be a plus 5d, then you have a plus 6d, and it goes on. So from here I will generalize the result. Now see, second term is a plus d, third term is a plus 2d. Now when I am finding third term, here I get 2d. When I am finding fourth term, I get 3d. So when I find 20th term, it will be a plus 19d. I find 50th term, it will be a plus 49d. So in general, what I can write? My nth term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. So that's the formula for the general formula for nth term of an AP. So now you can find any term if you are given the AP. So now let's take a few questions. First question. Write the first 4 terms of the AP whose first term and the common difference are given to us. The first term is A and the common difference is minus D. Now just let's recall. First term is A, next term is A plus D, then you have A plus 2D. So every time to my first term, I will add the common difference. So let's see the solution now. Let us consider the AP A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and so on. A1 is 4, so A2 will be 4 minus 3. I am adding the common difference. 4 minus 3, 1. Third term will be 1 minus 3, minus 2. Fourth term, minus 2 minus 3, minus 5. So now, if I have to represent the AP, then we write these numbers separated by commas. 4, 1, minus 2, minus 5 and so on. And the first 4 terms of the AP will be 1, 4, minus 2 and minus 5. So given first term and the common difference, we can find any number, any term of the AP. So next question, in which we are going to find the term of the AP and we are going to find the 13th term of the AP. My AP is 1, 5, 9 and so on. The first step is always find, if you are given the first term and the common difference, we write it. My first term is A and my common difference is 5 minus 1, which is 4. And I have taken n to be 13. Why I have taken n to be 13? Because I have to find the 13th term. Then we have the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So find the 13th term. 1 plus n minus 1 will be 12. 12 into 4 and that will be equal to 49. So what my answer is? My 13th term of the AP is 49. So here we have 13th term. You can find 5th term. You can find 6th term. You can find 20th term. So given an AP, I can find any term of the AP. Next question. Which term of the AP 21, 18, 15 and so on is minus 81? So I have to tell that which term of this AP will be minus 81 and is there any term 0 in the AP? Give reason for your answer. So again, first term 21, common difference minus 3. And now I need to know the value of n such that my an is minus 81. An is a plus n minus 1d. So put an is equal to minus 81, d equal to minus 3 and a equal to 21. After that, simplify it. Minus 81 is equal to 24 minus 3n and I get n is equal to 35. So what my answer is that my 35th term of the AP is minus 81. Now I have a second part also. Is there any term 0? So what I will do is, I will find any value of n for which an is 0. So I am putting an is equal to 0. What was an? A by n was a plus n minus 1 into d. So 21 plus n minus 1 into minus 3 is equal to 0 and my value of n comes out to be 8. So if I am getting an integer value, a positive integer value, so I will say that my 8th term of the AP is 0. So next question. Check whether minus 150 is a term of the AP. See, minus 150, I have to check whether it is a term or not. I will find the value of n here. If my value of n is a fraction, then it will not be a term. I cannot say that 22.5 students have attended my class. have watched this video. So n has to be a natural number, right? If 1 minus 150 has to be a term, then the value of n should be a positive integer. So let's start. For the given sequence, I have find the first term. A is 11, common difference is minus 3. Let minus 150th be the nth term of the AP. So use the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. After doing the calculation, we observe that n is coming out to be 164 by 3. 164 by 3. I'm not getting a positive integer. It is a fraction. So what my answer is? Simply minus 150 is not a term of the given AP. So minus 150 is not the term of the given AP because n is not an integer. It is a fraction. Hope you are able to understand the concept of AP from this video. In case if you have any doubt, any query, you can write in the comment section. Thank you.